Good morning, guys. The dishwasher's going, so if you can hear that, don't mind me. But I decided to start trying to vlog again. I feel like all of my videos are like, I'm gonna try and vlog. Basically, I don't have a working laptop, so for ages I didn't edit anything, but then I decided to just try and do it on my iPad, which is not as easy, but it's passable. So I've edited a bunch of videos from like a couple years ago and last summer, and I still need to edit my like moving vlogs and stuff if I've got enough footage. I can't even remember, but I thought I'll try and vlog, not because I'm doing anything like particularly riveting this weekend, but I'm doing a lot of things that makes me very excited. So like last night, I've not opened the tea towels yet, but I tried to make lemon blueberry cinnamon rolls. Right, so no, okay. This is supposedly their like second rise, so I need to take them out the fridge, which I have done, leave them for 45 minutes, and then I can bake them, which is very exciting. I've not done like too much baking since we've moved. At first our oven here was broken, but now it's fixed, and also just like time and stuff. But yeah, also I've not done this in so long. If we haven't met before, hi, my name's AJ, lovely to meet you.
I go to war, I'll fight for you. Even when I've left, I'll do right by you. I'll be your everything, your blue sky.
I've been getting to quite a good morning routine, which if you know me, is like my dream. I wake up at like 6:45. It started because Harry goes into the office, my fiance. She's got a fiance. He goes in 4 days a week, so when he wakes up, it's really hard for me to sleep through it because the shower is the ensuite attached to our room. So I was just like, I'll just get up at the same time. So currently I wake up around then, come downstairs. I've learned from the coach that I'm using the Ladder app for coaching. So I do pay for that each month, but I'm on Coach Nairi's team. I've learned that for women, working out fasted is actually not very good for us. So I've made a point to eat my breakfast before I work out. So I'll come down, throw on workout clothes, come downstairs, have breakfast, which my recent obsession has been mango chia seed pudding. And I can like meal prep like 4 of those. So usually I make 2 lots of it a week, or I'll just have something different on the weekends. And then I'll sit and I'll read my devotional. The one I'm reading at the moment is called Wiser, I believe. So I'll sit and read that. Usually I'll read it we've got a sofa in front of like the kitchen peninsula. It's not really an island, is it? Is it an island? And I'll read it there, usually with the door open, because I love hearing the birds sing in the morning, but it seems like it's about to rain, so I've shut the door. Then I will go and work out, do my 45-minute dumbbell workout in the living room usually, and then I will go and shower. By that point, it's anywhere between like 8 and 8:20, depending on how much I've procrastinated. Then I'll get dressed for work, do my skincare, everything like that, come down, make a drink if I want one, and then usually it's time to start work. If not, I'll just like potter around, unload the dishwasher if I can, water some of my plants, chill vibes, water my outside plants if it's going to be hot in the day, that type of thing. But I'm gonna crack on with my day, and yeah, it's good to be back. Hopefully I remember to vlog. This is a very cute vlogging angle. This is my like cookbook stand that we've not returned to its usual place, and this is a blanket my mum crocheted. What you'll soon notice is that anything in this house is black or grey was donated to us from very generous family members, so it all kind of goes together because it's all black and grey. but none of it's what we picked. So like the dining chairs are black, this sofa, there's like a console table over there that's black and grey. Mainly in the living room, there's 2 grey sofas, grey and black coffee tables, grey and black media console, no, black media console. But obviously we've actually only been here for 3.5 months, so still very much finding our footing with it. But this is my devotional that I'm reading at the moment. It's good, I like it. I find, I don't know, it's almost too short for me. Like I feel like I need a bit more stuff to think on, or like questions or something like that to make me actually be involved in it rather than just like skimming through it. They do have like a dig deeper section that I try to do each day. But yeah, so far I'm enjoying it. I think it was a good change because the one I did before that was this, which is like there's so many questions, like a lot to think about. And their like dig deeper sections was like read this entire book or listen to this 40-minute podcast. So it's a bit more intense. Obviously I couldn't read a book every single day. So this is a nice little break between, but yeah, hopefully afterwards I can find one that's a bit more in betweeny both of them. But yeah. Need to figure out how to decant it in 4 minutes. Okay team, it's like 10 to 3 and I'm just taking my lunch break. I am a 12 o'clock lunch girly, but I was observing today, so I did eat my lunch while I was working, but I'm just getting my break now. My brain is frazzled, but I'm planning on doing some gardening on my lunch break, which I'm really looking forward to. I'm so frazzled. I can't decide whether I want to listen to music or listen to a Harry Potter audiobook, but I need a fat can of Coke. For those of you who don't know, who obviously haven't been to my house, this is my big fridge of dreams, because the logic was if I'm spending all my money on a fridge, I want to never have to get a bigger fridge. Hence this. Like the house built into the kitchen has a tiny fridge. So now I've made it my drinks fridge, which is a delightful place to be. We have 3 different kinds of Coke. We have Coke Zero, Zero caffeine, and normal Coke, because Harry doesn't like Coke Zero. So I had a little bit of my blueberry lemon cinnamon roll this morning. It's really good. She's really good. I feel delusional. I just need to be outside gardening. Let me show you what I've done. We need to transition from my Uggs to, these are my like designated gardening shoes. I got these back in 6th form when they were like cool to wear in the like world to school, and now that's obviously, I mean, I don't go to school, but they are my like perfect gardening boots. Here are all my seeds that I bought. I didn't know that you could get purple basil, so I bought some purple basil. Well, first of all, let me show you what we're already working with, because you guys won't have seen. Oh no, mushrooms! I'm gonna get rid of those. How did I not notice them yesterday? They just appeared overnight. Oh well, is that bad? Someone tell me if they're bad. This is my like perfect herb tray. But we've got basil, we have some thyme, chives and rosemary that's thriving. This is the mint and it was here before, so I didn't plant that. I added one plant, I want to say down here, but the rest of it was here before. And then obviously my pride and joy, my pepper plant, with a singular pepper, and I don't know when I'm supposed to pick it. I think that I can see the start of another pepper, which is the second pepper. Aside from that, I don't think anything's growing there, and there's also no peppers growing here. This is my second herb tray. This one isn't thriving as much as the other one because it gets way more sun, and also there's no drainage holes. But we also have some thyme, some sage, oregano, which I never use, and then all my parsley did die. So that's just a bit shriveled down there. But I bought more pots yesterday. I filled those up with compost yesterday, so they're ready for me to put stuff into today. So I need to decide what I'm going to put into. Also, someone tell me this, right? This was here when I got here. This, I've left it alone. What's butterfly? I've never watered it, but they look like, are they weeds or are they a plant? I really like it because this looks like the type of place where you would put like a tomato plant or something because it has a trellis. But like, I'm not gardening enough to know if this is a plant or if this is a weed, but I don't want to rip it out to plant tomato plants in case that is a plant. You get me? It's a hard knock life. So I was going to plant the tomato plants in that back planter when I thought there was nothing in it, but I'm not going to do that now until I know what they are. I'm tempted. I know it says it's a bit too late for a lot of these, but the world of TikTok told me that I could do it. So today I'm tempted to plant carrots, strawberries, and maybe rocket in that like long one, maybe. That's my plan, I think, for these three. We'll go for these three. There's a wasp in that room and it's freaking me out. Good morning, guys. It is the next day, even though I am wearing the same thing. I'm so tired. It's 7 a.m. Basically, yesterday after work, my friend came over and we usually go line dancing on a Thursdays, but it was like pouring with rain and thundering, and like she got here and we looked at each other and were like, shall we just not go? So we didn't go, we just stayed and yapped for like 3 hours and it was great. Had some food. On my lunch break I had sown, what did I sow? Rocket, carrots and strawberries. Is it too late in the season? Probably. I'm just gonna wing it. I stalked TikTok before and people were like, you can, it is possible, you can sow them. So I was like, well, there we go. Didn't film too much after that. Didn't film much of that evening. Me and Harry played a game of pool. I won by frame of foul. He potted the white and the black ball at the end, but I had all my balls off the table as well, so we were just fighting for the black ball. Repotted-ish my birds of paradise plant. I'll show it to you in a minute. He's looking a little bit worse for wear. Couldn't figure out what was wrong with him. He used to be in a really dark corner, and then I like slowly moved him over closer towards the light. But then he was over by that corner where he doesn't get like direct light, and it's right by where the door is open whenever, like, we have the door open most days in summer. So I was like, is he getting too much wind? Is he not getting enough sun? But I don't want him to get sunburn. But I took him out of his pot to take a look at what's going on. And the top soil was very like dry, but then the bottom soil was very kind of compact, and like there's actually like 3 plants in there, so it was very like tightly wrapped around the roots. So I basically just like untangled it a bit. I just sneezed. I'm going to sneeze again. There was too much going on with the roots for me to be able to untangle them all like properly, but I did my best, and then basically just redistributed the soil so that because right now all the roots were just like compact at the bottom, and then there was like nothing at the top. So I've redistributed it a bit so that there's some soil underneath, soil at the top, and the roots kind of in the middle, so they have a bit more space to go down. And I did find it looked like a woodlouse at the bottom of the plant, so I got rid of him. Couldn't find any other bugs though. So yeah, he's looking a little bit worse for wear. I've moved him to a sunnier spot. I hope he doesn't get sunburn, but we shall see. And also, I'll show you. So this is him. This third one is drooping a little bit off to the side, and I need something to like wedge him up, because that's what I've had to do with the other side, is wedge it up with a plant pot. But you see, like, the leaves are just curling like crazy, and I thought it was water, but then the roots at the bottom were still very wet. So, and then this kind of looks like sunburn. Like, this leaf is not going to unfurl nicely, so I really just don't know what is going on with him, but we shall see. But anyway, I'm going to eat my blueberry lemon cinnamon roll, and then read my devotional, and then work out. Usually Fridays is a bit shorter of a workout, which I appreciate, but it's usually full body conditioning, which I don't appreciate. And then have a shower. It did rain a lot overnight, which is a bit annoying, because obviously I just planted my seeds, so I'm really worried that they've just turned to seed soup, and that if any sprout, they're all just going to sprout all over the shop. So we shall see. But right now, on Teams, this looks like the dumbest thing in the world, so I was like, I have to pin this back. But yeah, I'm gonna go have. Hello guys. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear me, because I'm driving down a dual carriageway and it is pouring with rain. It is 9:15 on a Saturday morning, and I am in my car. I got up at 6:30 this morning, and that is dedication. Basically, I'm going to meet my friend Thea for coffee. She is one of my bridesmaids, and obviously we love her. But I'm going to a new coffee shop that I've not been to before. I think she's been to. So I'm looking forward to that. Since I've moved, I've not really been to many coffee shops, because there's not really many around that we can go to. So, why is this? But it takes me about half an hour to get there. And I was going to wash my hair last night. This is like literally the smallest materialistic problems. I was going to wash my hair last night, but Harry put drain unblocker down, and then I realised that I couldn't wash my hair because he wanted to leave it overnight. But yesterday when I said I was going to work out, I didn't work out. So I wanted to work out today, and I was like, well, how early am I going to have to get up if I need to be meeting her at 9, leaving here at 8:30. I want to have my breakfast, read my devotional, work out, shower, try and sort my hair. I tried to diffuse it. I obviously couldn't finish the job before I needed to run out the door. So I literally, this is how sad I am, literally brought my oil to crunch out the gel when I get there, in the hopes that maybe this had dried before then. But the whole reason I'm out this early is because I'm meeting the mothers for lunch, right? The mothers being my mother and Harry's mother, because they want to go over wedding planning things. I'm trying to be excited about hanging out with them, but at the same time, part of my brain is like, it's really hard to know what to delegate with wedding planning, because a lot of it is just mine and Harry's decisions. So it's really hard to like give them stuff to help with because they can't make the decisions for us. So I'm trying to think of things to give them that is helpful but not decision making. So like the job I'm going to give my mum is looking for places for me to look for my wedding dress, because then she's not choosing my wedding dress, but she's finding the shops that we can go to potentially. And then for bags, I'm thinking maybe looking into like honeymoon stuff, because where we want to go on our honeymoon is where she went on her honeymoon, so I think she would enjoy that. But I don't know, it's tricky. But anyway, I thought we were meeting at the restaurant we're going to at 12. But Harry's dad is driving them over, but he really wants to watch the rugby, like the Lions game that's starting at 11. So I was told yesterday, like, oh, by the way, they'll get here at 11. And I was like, what do you mean? I won't be here. I've made plans. So it's just going to be Harry with his parents and my mother, which will be fine. I was like, I'm so sorry, guys. I've already made plans. But to then make sure that I have enough time with Thea, I was like, let's meet at 9 AM. So we have at least 2 hours before we need to separate. So I'm going to go back to the map so that I get off on the right exit, but I'll keep you updated. Oh my gosh. It was definitely not the weather for this jumper and a lack of umbrella, but it's so annoying because it's still like 20, just try my car keys down the side of my chair, 20 degrees, so it's warmish, but luckily I found a coat and a hat in my boot. So I was okay. This is a really cute little town. I've never been here before. It was nice. The coffee was really good. I enjoyed it. Had a little wander around some shops. And now I'm just about to head back to my house and then head over for lunch. Maybe I'll change my jumper. But while I was in there, I was warm. I had to take my jumper off. I thought I'd be fine because it's holy. But apparently not. So anyway, I'm gonna head back and yeah, I'll see you on the other side.
I've been doing better. I hardly ever think of you lately, but there ain't no damn way I end up in that place and I'm just one whiskey away. And I don't mind if I do. Hope you don't mind if I.
Okay, so obviously it's loud because of this, but this is our utility room. There's a lot going on that I just want to tidy up today and clear it. This was basically the box of when we were like painting, sanding, stuff that, you know, polyfilling, that everything went in. But we've kind of finished with all of that. There's one little bit of paint we just need to quickly touch up. So I might try and do that today so we can tidy stuff. This is where we keep laundry detergent, things like that. But yeah, I just want to tidy it up into these boxes and then maybe put the boxes in the garage is my plan. This cup, I'm a bit scared to hold it. I got it from a ceramics outlet in Cheshire. And because it's got like defects with the handle, he gave it to me for free. But it means I'm a bit scared to use it by the handle in case it snaps off. But it's a really cute little coffee cup. And if you know me, you know that whenever I have a hot drink, I barely finish it. So, any drink really. That was successful. So this is the stuff that needs to go in the garage. And ta-da! Much better. This is my favourite thing ever. It keeps batteries and I love it so much. Harry was using these to unblock drains yesterday, so I don't want to mess with them until he told me whether he wants them to be. I've just generally given things a bit of a tidy. That's where we keep bird food, that's stuff to go to the tip, and then we need to find a home for these because right now they just live there. But much better, clean, I feel better. I just made a smoothie because I'm prepping my mango cheese seed pudding, and I was a little bit hungry because my breakfast wasn't big, so I've just made a smoothie and I'm going to try and do some tidying of the kitchen. Okay guys, so it's 10 to 3 on Sunday. My glasses are so dirty, I need to clean those. We spend the morning doing general cleaning things. As you can see, I reorganised I tidied the utility room. Harry unloaded the dishwasher, he did some washing up, we put laundry on, hung it up. I repainted a tiny scratch in the paint upstairs before we moved all the paint to the garage. I am loving watching all the birds using the bird feeder. It's genuinely giving me so much joy. It's wonderful. I wonder how quickly they'll go through the feed. Anyway, we've got some friends coming over around for 4:30. So I'm going to sit and do some editing of some other stuff until then. and yeah, just chill. I did have I had a shower, I didn't wash my hair, but I have, as you can probably tell by how shiny I am, put like body oil on instead of moisturiser, so I am a little bit greasy. I'm also still wearing my pyjama trousers because I felt like I could make it look like an intentional fit. It's also really warm in here, I really want to open the windows, but it's still kind of raining, so we'll see. But yeah, that's my plan. And then when our friends come over, we tend to just play some games. We'll probably play some pool, play some games on the Switch, and then we get takeaway. Maybe watch a film. Good morning, guys. Ignore my open and broken wardrobe over here. I was trying to find something the other day and now there's plant pots on the floor that you can't see that are stopping me from closing it, so I just need to reorganise that. It's Monday morning. I'm going to end this weekend vlog here if I have enough footage. I feel like I always forget to actually vlog the exciting bits. But this morning I tried making cold foam for the first time. Didn't go too well. Now the entire cold brew is mixed. But I quite enjoy that because I'm drinking it through a straw and I guess that kind of defeats the purpose of cold foam. But I did it with Oatly, like whipping cream and Oatly milk and then a bit of maple syrup. So it tastes good, but I just need to work on the consistency. I just don't want to use, double cream every day because I feel like that would just clog my arteries. But aside from that, I did do my workout today. Are we proud of me? Are we impressed? Because I am. So that was good. Mondays and Wednesdays on Team Thrive on the ladder workout with Coach Nairi are horrible. Like, they are leg day pain, suffering, torment. But yeah, I'm obviously gonna start work, drink my little coffee. Yeah, it's been a really good weekend. We've got quite a lot of things done around the house that have just been sitting there, just general like tidying and cleaning, because I think we put off cleaning because things aren't tidy and then it's harder to do it. So my kind of job is to go around and make sure everything's tidy, organise things, and then Harry can help clean. So, but my office right now, there's like 3 bin bags of clothing that we need to go and donate. So we need to work on that. But today, maybe I'll throw in a little clip, but I am expecting a Soster and Gren parcel with a little like checked green and white poof for the living room, which I'm really excited about. Just so I got somewhere to put my feet. But yeah, that's gonna be fun. And then what else is happening this week? I'm having a call tomorrow with a potential florist for my wedding. And it's also the Women's Euros. Are we in the semi-final? I can't remember, but there's a big England game for the women going on tomorrow for football, so I'm gonna watch that as well. And then yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do for the, and I've got like a networking event with work in Birmingham. So 2 of my bridesmaids live in Birmingham, and they're like housemates, so it's great for me because I can try and see them. One of them I don't think will be there. Great, because I can stay in her room, but it means I can go and see my friends the night before, just for a little bit, which is nice because might as well. So that should be fun, and it'll be really nice to see some of my team and just get to know them a bit more, which will be good. But yeah, so it should be, and Fantastic Four comes out, which Harry is so excited for. So we've booked to go with our friends that were over at the weekend, so I am also very excited for that. So hopefully I'll get back in time from the networking event to come to that. So potentially another nice chill weekend where we can crack on with jobs around the house, which would be really nice. And I do think it's a race weekend, so that'll be fun. But yeah, so a good week coming up, but I just thought I would end it here because I always forget to end my vlogs, but I will try and get better at recording the fun things, but it's more when there's fun things people are around, so I forget. But also I'm a lot better now at not being on my phone when I'm socialising, so it's a bit of a double-edged sword for me. But But yeah, anyway, thank you so much for following me on this little weekend journey. If you got this far, I'm gonna love you and leave you, and hopefully I will see you all next Monday with another video. Bye.